Welcome back to the channel, guys. And before we get started on today's video, the kitchen remodel continuation, I want to give a big huge thank you to all the supporters out there. We had a current contest currently for a giveaway at Average Mike t-shirt because we crossed 300 subscribers. Well, that's only been a week and we're going to announce that winner today, but we already crossed 400 subscribers. So instead of just going off and ignoring that fact, we're going to go ahead and pick two winners from from the people who are eligible to win. That is, if you commented on the announcement of the giveaway video, which was the JITech HDMI KVM switch that we posted a video this time last week. So of all those people who went ahead and commented and entered yourself, please stay tuned, because at the end of this video I am going to be announcing two winners out of those comments. And because of all the support that we got at the 500 subscriber mark, which may, if it keeps continuing this way, maybe within the next video or two, we are going to give away a step up our game a little bit, and we are going to pick out something on Amazon, probably a tool of some sort, and we are going to ship that directly to the winner instead of a Average Mike shirt. So if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure your post notifications are on. That way when that video does come out, and any other video that we post, you will get a notification. And stay tuned, because that's going to be awesome. And for those of you who are eligible to win, please stay tuned at the end of the video. We will announce the winners. Thanks again for all the support, and enjoy the video. Welcome back to Average Mike's, guys, and today we take care of some more finishing touches on the kitchen remodel. Alright guys, we're going to be finishing up some loose ends in this video for the kitchen remodel. One of them, where we're going to get started first, is this light right here. This light, as I said in previous videos, is going to come down. We're going to install a new light a little bit further over here, just in the new table location right in the center. And then we have to mess around with some of these switches to get everything properly lit up. So let's get started putting this new light in. Alright, as you saw, we got that T-bar installed. We mounted the screws up to the bar to hold the box here, so that if you guys saw, I pulled this wire out of nowhere. There's a link above, right around here, that will take you to the video where I ran that wire. You know, it just wasn't there just because I ran that in the previous video. So go ahead and check it out. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and start installing the light. So as you saw, I was kind of messing around making sure that this cap and everything, that my ceilings are a little thicker because I have this fancy ceiling tiles on the top. So, but either way, no matter how thick your ceiling, you just want to make sure that you can put the cap on and screw in, and everything's good before you go ahead and set this completely in. You can adjust this screw back and forth to adjust the height there. So what I'm going to do now is take our chain and our pole, see what I'm going to need. I don't think I'll need the pole. We'll just probably need a chain like on the island light, but we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. Okay guys, got the chain to length. We ended up going just a chain because we do sometimes have the need to raise it, like just to hang with a zip tie, kind of how that is right there. Parties or something, we move the table, we don't want anybody banging their heads, so we ditched the pole, went straight chain. It matches the island anyway, so that's good. I ended up feeding the wire all through the chain. Put this last hook piece on that would get screwed onto this piece. Put this piece on. Now we can put the light on the ladder, connect our wires, and then mount everything up. Alright, so now we got our light installed. We're going to go ahead and start working on this outlet down here and get our switch installed. Alright, switch and outlet installed. As you can see, you're good to go. So, what I'm going to do now is disconnect this. So, if you watched the previous videos again, there's a switch on that other side of that wall that right now controls this. We were going to make it control that, and then this can get removed. I'm not going to videotape me taking care of this wall over here. Just because you've seen me do it a couple times already. So I'll quick switch the wires there, and then we'll take this down. All right, and like that, we got 2 working lights. So now let's look at removing this, and I have a plastic cap that's gonna go over top of the junction box there, a white one just to cover it up. It's the best I can do given that this sealing's fancy sealing and tongue and groove. I had a heck of a time just doing the stuff that's back here, so I'm just gonna have to put a cap on that. All right. All right, it is the next day here, and right now what we're gonna do is put 2 outlets on the back panel here, just in case, you know, parties or what have you. We put crock pots and stuff, just give you something to plug into. There is an outlet that we added for the trash master. It's down here. If you saw that in the previous video, we're going to jump off of that, which the wires already ran from that to somewhere in this vicinity. We're going to put outlet here, outlet down there. I do have to make it far enough to clear the trash master over here because I can't put the outlet where the trash master is. There's not enough room behind it. So we got to get into the cabinet that's next to the trash masher, and then we'll do equal distance on the other side. All right, so let's get ahead and do that. All right, so before I went too crazy with the hole here, I very carefully went down there just to make sure that there was nothing on either side behind it, other than the cabinet. Like if I didn't want it to be in the middle or the end of the cabinet to where I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to cut it out. Or I also want it to be right up against the top nail board here on the cabinet. That way I can screw this box. This box has to get screwed to the top. So I am probably going to put a piece of 1x underneath. So once I found out that there was nothing on each side, I cut it to length this way, and then I went all the way up against this piece. So now I remeasured my box here and found the new low point, and I'll cut this out and get the box, and then I'll have to cut the back board out of the cabinet, and then we'll get the box in. Okay, so we made our hole, got our box in over there. I went ahead and ran the wire up and then over to this cabinet so that we can make a hole for the other cabinet, for the other outlet, and that wire will go to that. So let's go ahead and do the box for that outlet, and then we can wire everything up. All right, now that one's complete. For those of you who didn't see, I used this slim down 1x. Up top here, there is a piece of, I guess, nail board. I don't know what you would call it. It's part of the cabinet that you can screw this electrical box to once it's in. That's how these get mounted. You just screw in the top there. You got 4 holes, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Down here, there's nothing. There's a gap here, finger width gap. Which these actually fit in perfect. You just kind of slide it in there, and then I take a screw in the center right below the cut line there and screw that in. So that's what I was doing. I did it over there. I'm going to do it here now too. All right, this one's in now as well. You might have saw me use this. It's just a touch up. There was this plywood. It's not really plywood. It's just a thin board with the covering on it to give it the color. It doesn't hold together too well, I will say that. I'm assuming that's somewhat common, especially if you have a like a dull blade where it's kind of ripping rather than cutting that well as a new blade would. This happened with my saw. It just splintered off. But it is what it is. Luckily it's up top here. You're not really going to see it unless you're down on the ground. You might have saw this, which is why I busted this out and colored it in a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna put the plates on and we'll be done with these outlets. All right, next up, we're going to use our new outlet to power this air compressor, and we're going to install the toe, kickboard, whatever you want to call it, under these cabinets. So we got 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one over here. Make 6. So we'll get those cut and get them installed. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We got a lot done. We got a lot of finishing touches done. We have a couple more videos probably left to do. We still have to do the backsplash along here. This is kind of what we're looking at, a little sneak peek. Something along the lines of that, with a little strip. Should look good. So make sure you stay tuned for that video when that comes down the line. So let's get to the winners for our two giveaways that we're going to give away. An Average Mike, this is not one of them, but an Average Mike t-shirt of your choice. So right here, we didn't have that many comments. We had a ton of likes for all the posts on Instagram we had, but people didn't actually follow through and comment. So we only have a handful of people, and because of that, I just printed off their names, their YouTube names, and they're here on the table. So what we're gonna do is take off my trusty hat and throw these names in the hat and go ahead and pick two. All right, so the first winner is going to be Larry Nance. So Larry Nance, you can go ahead and contact me, and we will work on getting you out the shirt. And the second winner is going to be Kevin Price. It's Kevin Price, YouTube. So again, so Kevin Price, Larry Nance, if you want to go ahead and email, probably is the best way to do it. So email at averagemike.channel@gmail.com. Let us know that you were the winner, and we'll get a shirt out to you. I also have an Instagram that is at average_Mike_channel. You can DM me there as well. Either way works. It's been fun. So like I said, 500 subscribers, we're going to up the ante. We're going to get something a little bit more valuable than just an Average Mike shirt. Probably something off Amazon. We'll just ship right to you. So make sure you subscribe. You turn on those post notifications. You take a look. Keep an eye out for that video that is going to give the 500 subscriber giveaway. So until then, that's all I have. So can't wait to hear from you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.